Welcome back. It needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a qualified success.
Well, there's a smell I'm never gonna forget.
Qualified success?
There were some side effects to the process. I seem to have hair again, and I've retained some muscle mass. The genetic resequencer needs more work. Still, I take your point. This is a significant advance, but only for one strain of FEV. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my formula. I only wish there was someone I could share this accomplishment with.
Did you have any friends in the Institute?
There was Madison, Dr. Lee. We were colleagues, but she probably was the closest thing I had to a friend. Very well. Let me... one moment. Here, give her this. It should be circumspect enough. In any event, you have my gratitude. You're welcome to make use of my lab. Or help yourself to any of this junk, if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments to run. Excuse me.
Virgil.
Did you need something?
You're gonna drag that junk around.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Make yourself at home.
How could you have been so close to Paladin Dance and not know it was a sin?
I'm busy. What do you need?
Do you ever think about Virgil?
All the time. He's the reason I'm here, remember? Why bring that up? Has something happened?
I have something
Well?
for you.
Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Whatever it is, it'll have to wait.
Stupid guard. Not really. conversation.
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Drop all my stuff here.
Nothing to report right now. Dr. Lee.
Whatever it is, it'll have to wait. Whatever it is, it'll have to wait.
Hesitating
Whatever it
to
is,
pull the
it'll have to
trigger
wait.
on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Doctor.
Whatever it is, it'll have to wait.
Good God.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
evening. I am at your disposal. Would you care for food-based products?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
So you're father's mother, but he's older than you. That's weird.
Hey, sweetie.
I'm not scared of the surface.
The new specimen at Warwick is really impressive. I hear we have you to thank for that.
Please don't get any germs on me.
Hey there.
I bet Dr. Thompson would love to take that tower on apart to get a look at the inner workings.
I have several projects going right now, but one more shouldn't be an issue.
I need to talk to someone about a situation up north.
Pleasure to meet you. William Mosley, Advanced Systems. I'm happy to help in whatever capacity I can. I hope I don't disappoint.
What's your story, William?
Me? Oh, I've been acting as a sort of liaison between Advanced Systems and the SRB for a few years now. Doctors Lee and Ao didn't really get along, as I'm sure you can imagine. It worked better if someone could sort of bridge the gap. Anyway, I'm just here, trying to do my part.
Ever had a problem with a courser going missing?
Besides the one you're responsible for eliminating? Sorry, that was... I mean, we're fine with that. It's okay that happened. Anyway, yes. It's very rare, but it has happened. I take it you found something. Give me as much information as you have.
They have a former courser helping them.
Well, that borders on horrifying. This certainly sounds like something the SRB needs to look into. What else can you tell me?
They've holed up in an old observatory. Looks like a fortified location.
So, an effort to reclaim them has been anticipated. All right. It's a good thing you brought this to my attention. Is there anything else?
Remember to conserve power at every opportunity.
Sean?
Oh, hi. You're new here, right? I've heard about you. No one new ever shows up around here. Do you like the Institute so far?
I think a better question is, do you like it here, Sean?
Oh, I think it's great. I learn new things every day, and Dr. Watson is always playing games with me. So you've been above ground. Is it really all destroyed up there?
How do you know anything about the Commonwealth? What have you heard?
Not too much. This one time, I modified a radio so I can listen to the broadcast from up there. I think it's called Diamond City. The music was neat, but I didn't understand a lot of what they were talking about. Hey, don't tell Dr. Watson I did that, okay? I might get in trouble. I should get back to sleep, I guess. Maybe we could talk more some other time.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, hi. I can't really talk right now. Can you maybe come back later?
Scanning. Subject identified.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Seeing you in that power armor makes me think we should design some of our own.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills. Impressive work at Warwick Homestead, sir.
Power armor is effective, sure, but it's hardly efficient.
All systems nominal.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. But in the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood.
The rest see me as little more than a glorified repairman. But I'm as much a scientist as any of them.
Doctor?
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what it is. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
Lawrence.
What others call complaining, I call critical thinking and challenging assumptions.
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics? He was probably scheduled for routine maintenance. I wouldn't worry about it.
I thought so too, but he wasn't in the log, and everyone I've asked hasn't seen him. He's never just missed his shift like that.
What are you saying?
I'm worried something might have happened to him. No one knows where he is. It's like he just disappeared. It doesn't feel right.
Shh. Keep your voice down. You know what happens if they hear you talking like this. They'll wipe you. I suggest you keep this to yourself.
But what if something's wrong? Look around. Courser patrols have doubled. Synths are being wiped more frequently. Something is going on.
I don't want to hear anymore. Do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it. Good evening.
It must make you proud to see all that
I know
Father
you'll
has
achieve
done.
great things
all
here.
that he has built.
We all do.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
All this must be a little overwhelming for you.
Hey.
The automated process for synth creation should not be interrupted.
Three levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Operating at full capacity.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable, learn the lay of the land and such. In the meantime, you come see me if you need to get patched up. We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
Dean.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
It's hard to stand out when you're surrounded by geniuses. Liam's been trying to teach me robotics. It's more complicated than I thought.
I think more clearly while I'm walking.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Hey.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volker. Carry on, ma'am.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
This a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
My apologies, sir. I was issued a defective cleansing unit.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Yes, sir. Greetings, ma'am. Scanning. Subject identified.
What others call complaining, I call critical thinking and challenging assumptions.
On you go, Lawrence. You're going into the meeting.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Justin?
Sir, excuse me, but do you mind?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No! You can't be serious!
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Our synth at Warwick sent his first report. Thanks for taking care of that.
Dr. Holdren?
I'm glad you're here. I'd like to conduct an experiment, but I need some assistance with it. I believe we can improve the growth rates of our crops by using mutated cells, such as those found in supermutants. To test this theory, I'll need a tissue sample from a particularly strong supermutant. I expect I'll eventually need several such samples, but let's just start with one.
How do I, obtain this tissue sample, exactly?
Well, I suppose you'll just cut off some of its flesh, store it however you like, and then bring it to me. Probably best if you kill it first.
You need a tissue sample from a strong super mutant. Got it.
That's right. Now remember, only a particularly hardy super mutant will fit the bill for this experiment. I don't need it right away, but if you do come across such a specimen, I'd be grateful if you could bring back a sample.
Let your surroundings be a reminder of what science and willpower can accomplish.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like.
There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment.
That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Locked on target.
Hostile life form. Sensor anomaly detected. Terminating with extreme prejudice.
I'm gonna make the same recommendation I did last time. We did everything we could. 4 years dedicated to preserving this Commonwealth provisional government. You've seen the same reports I have. It's falling apart and fast. We need a plan for what happens when that fall is complete. I know some of the other divisions have suggested we just cut off all contact, hide underground and pretend nobody's home. That would, in my opinion, be a mistake. We can't just give up on these people, and with the android program, we don't have to. We'll soon have the capabilities to deploy androids to the surface in great enough numbers to maintain order. Just think about it, all right? Keep it in mind moving forward.
Movement detected.
Hey, pal.
I've heard stories, and the surface sure sounds scary.
Hi there.
Hello. What? I'm not even doing anything.
Hello?
Combat initiated.
Is someone present?